Welcome back to my channel Revit. In this session, we'll be exploring the different types of families, what they are, how they're used, and some examples. Understanding these family types is essential for optimizing your workflow in Revit. In Revit, the three main family types are system families, loadable families, and in-place families. These are the core types that form the foundation of your project. Additionally, there are several subcategories, including annotation families, nested families, hosted families, and parametric families, which offer more specific functions and customization within the project. Let's get started. Let's start with system families. These are built-in elements in Revit that represent the core components of your project. They are predefined within Revit and cannot be saved or loaded separately. System families are used for the basic building elements that make up your structure. For instance, walls, floors, roofs, ceilings, columns, and stairs are all system families. These families are essential for creating the framework of your project. You don't need to load them separately. By default, Revit includes them in your project. Next, we have loadable families. These families are created externally using the family editor and are stored as .rfa files. Once they're created, you can load them into your project as needed. Loadable families are ideal for elements that can be customized and reused across multiple projects. Examples include furniture, lighting fixtures, doors, windows, and plumbing fixtures. These elements are highly customizable, and you can create, modify, and save them to use again in future projects, saving you time and effort. Now, let's talk about in-place families. These are custom families created directly within a project. Unlike loadable families, in-place families are not saved as separate files, they are embedded in the project. In-place families are useful when you need to create custom elements that are unique to the current project. For example, architectural details, elements, and custom furniture, or are all potential in-place families. Since these families are specific to a particular project, they cannot be reused elsewhere, making them ideal for one-off designs or project-specific needs. Annotation families are non-physical elements used for adding documentation to the project. They don't affect the model itself, but they are crucial for labeling, dimensioning, and tagging components in your drawings. For example, text notes, dimensions, tags, and keynotes are all annotation families. These elements help provide clarity to the design by labeling components and giving additional context, ensuring everyone involved in the project understands the details and specifications. Next, we have nested families. These are families inserted within other families to create more complex components. A good example would be a door family that contains a nested handle family. The nested component, like a handle or lock, is treated as a separate family, but it's embedded within the door family to create a complete unit. Nested families are useful for modular designs, allowing you to combine smaller elements into a larger one while maintaining flexibility to modify individual components. Now, let's discuss hosted families. These families are dependent on another system element for their placement. For instance, plumbing fixtures need to be placed within walls or floors, and lighting fixtures need to be hosted in ceilings or walls. Hosted families cannot exist without their host element. When you move or modify the host element, the hosted family moves with it. For example, when you move a wall, any plumbing fixtures hosted within that wall will also move accordingly. Hosted families are ideal for elements like plumbing fixtures, windows, and lighting fixtures, and that need to be placed inside other components of the building. Finally, we have parametric families. These families have adjustable parameters, allowing them to change size, shape, or other properties based on the project's needs. For example, a dining table family might allow you to adjust its height, width, or material based on your design requirements. Parametric families are incredibly flexible, allowing you to create components that can adapt to different spaces or project specifications. This flexibility is key in ensuring that you're not recreating elements from scratch each time you have a different requirement. Let's quickly recap. Today we've covered the 7 types of families in Revit, which are system, loadable, in-place, annotation, nested, hosted, and parametric families. Understanding the differences between these families and how to use them will help streamline your Revit projects, improve your efficiency, and make your designs more flexible. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or need further clarification, feel free to reach out. I hope you now have a solid understanding of these family types and how to use them in your Revit projects. I'll see you in the next tutorial, where we'll learn how to create families in Revit, covering each family type in detail. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe and leave a comment. Catch you in the next tutorial.